Hi, it's Gail Foley coming to you live from Briargate Pond. I got stuck there. It's the end of the day. It's been a very, very busy day. And I have to talk to you about being busy. Oh my goodness. I had a hair appointment this morning. Can you tell? I had a hair appointment this morning at 8 o'clock. I don't know where you live. I don't know what time of day your rush hour is, but my. What an absolute zoo it is out there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I am so eternally grateful that I don't have to be out there. I told my hairdresser today, never, ever again am I having an appointment before 9 o'clock. After everybody's in their offices and settled down or wherever they have to be, because that is a dangerous place to be. I mean, excuse me, if you have a merging lane and you see somebody coming into traffic, you scoot over to your other side, or you slow down. But what are the people doing this morning? They're just, I see back-to-back brake lights. I'm thinking we got a crash up there. We're backed up. We're not going anywhere because something's happened. Oh no, every time there's an entry ramp, people are backing up because they don't know how to merge. I've been here 18 years. I've never lived any place where they did not understand the concept of merging into traffic. It is absolutely horrendous. I will not do it again. No, there is a reason I work from home. I'm sorry, the traffic here is minimal to what I have seen when I visited Dallas, when I've been in New York City, when I've been to Connecticut, when I've been to Los Angeles. Oh yes, I agree 100%. This traffic is absolutely nothing. And my son-in-law continues to remind me it is absolutely nothing compared to other places in the world. I understand that. But this is where I live. This is the traffic that I have to deal with. If I lived in any other part of the country, I would have moved if it meant me getting into that traffic every day. I once lived in West Virginia. And when we would leave to go to work, we lived in a little tiny town called Pullman, West Virginia. And we would drive an hour to get to the main city of Parkersburg on the Ohio River. Okay, this was our drive for 2 hours, for an hour each way. Well, we get to the top of the hill, we'd pop the clutch, put it in neutral, and we would just coast. There was no other cars on the highway. It was just us. And we did this for a year until we realized, even though there was no traffic, it really was not the best way to spend our life, was 2 hours every day on the road just to get to our jobs. So I don't know about you, but I still feel that way. I still feel that the time that we spend in traffic, and tonight when my husband and I, we went to visit our accountant tonight and take our tax papers and stuff for him to do our returns. He lives quite a ways out in farm country. My husband and him were roomies at college, and he's been our bookkeeper, accountant ever since. And so we take this long drive out. Well, while we take this drive out, I'm making return phone calls, I'm texting people, I'm checking my emails. My husband, of course, is driving. No, please understand, I'm not driving and doing this. So I'm making the best of that time. We're having a conversation, but he loves to drive, and so I just let him drive, and I do my thing, and I ask him if it's okay to make phone calls, because I think it's very rude just to start making calls when you're in the company of someone. And so I had these calls that I had to return. I had not been in my office all day. I left at 7:30 to get to my hair appointment, got done with my hair appointment. I had several errands to run. I had to go to the bank. So my time in my office was really cut short this morning and this early afternoon. On the way back, we had seen a big trash rig had flipped. We had tremendous winds here today. Unusual for Kansas, right? So the trailer had flipped. An hour later, we get on the highway to head back, and they're still cleaning up, and traffic is back to the max. So as we're getting through the traffic, I look over at an exit, and I'm like, what are they backed up for? My husband says, oh, that's normal traffic. They're trying to get home. Wow. I mean, it was a huge line of traffic just stop and go, just stop and go, stop and go. If I'm coming home at a rush hour time, if I've been out to a meeting or to a gathering and I'm coming home at rush hour, there's one place I will not head to. It is our four-way stop. We've got 3 or 4 companies releasing people all coming together at the stop sign, and it's a stop sign. It's not a traffic light. So you have to watch. Is it my turn? Is it their turn? And there's always sneaky people. There's always somebody that sees this guy pulling out. So, okay, it's not my turn, but I'm going to go just because I can. So you got to be on your toes all the time. So my husband and I, backing up a little bit, my husband and I are headed to the highway. We're on this other highway, and this older woman comes rushing around and gets in front of us. Bigger car than my husband's, and she pulls out just as the light changes red. She pulls out just like she's going to turn and realizes that that's not a good idea. Puts her back on. All of a sudden her backup lights come on. I said, she's backing up. So we're sitting there and we're watching this. She didn't back up, but she had intentions of backing up. So I said, I'd watch it. When the light changes, she's going to forget she's in backup mode, and she's going to come backwards. Sure enough, as soon as she put her foot on the gas, boom, she's coming back towards us, and we're honking. And okay, it is a scary place to be on the highway. I mean, it always has been, but it's gotten even scarier. But my point of today's conversation is, are you a person that has to get stuck in traffic every day? Do you get up really, really early in the morning to beat that traffic? My husband goes to work at 4:30 in the morning to beat the traffic. He leaves at 2:30 to beat the traffic. He controls his life around the traffic pattern. Is that something you find yourself doing? Are you one of these people that, okay, you love your job and you love the people you work with, but one of the things that just absolutely grinds on your nerves is that drive in every day, that drive home every day? Have you ever thought that there might be an alternative to your schedule? Can you talk to your boss about flexing it a little bit? Could I come in an hour later to avoid the traffic? Could I leave an hour later then in the same respect? Just adjusting your time frame, because it will take years off your lifespan if you don't. That's sitting in traffic. That's time you're not going to get back. It is your life being doled out in moments in a car, sitting still, and if you can't do something because you're the driver, oh, whoa. What? Now, I personally, and a lot of people I hang out with, they listen to motivational speakers, they listen to autobiographies, they listen to personal development, I get the Success magazine. I love the CDs that come in the Success magazine. I listen to leaders, I listen to successful entrepreneurs. So I am at least educating myself when I'm in the car. I very rarely listen to music. So I am just, I'm just so thrilled that today's technology allows me to make my business online. And it doesn't matter whether I'm showing someone how to send a card online, which is one of my businesses, or I'm using my internet marketing and doing my blogs and showing people how to, well, I don't show people how to get money there, but helping people get my information by doing my internet marketing, but I don't have to leave my house. Right now, I love this. My husband has been going to class lately so he could keep up on his skill set for when he gets back out in the job market here very soon. And I said to him, I said, sweetheart, I need a 2-hour window to get everything I need done today. And I thought you were going to go to class and I could do it then. He said, nah, I think I'm not going to go to class tonight. I'm like, well, okay, I still need my 2-hour window because I'm very disciplined in this blogging program. And that's one of the things that I have found very impactful in everything else that I do, because that was something that I was missing. I was missing that structure, because working from home, as I have been for the last 10 years, sometimes your routines change and you get out of discipline. You get out of rhythm, and I've always said when you're in the rhythm, when you're in the flow, you're more productive, you make more sales, you make more money, you have more freedom. Because when you're in the system, when you have a system and you have a rhythm, you can do a lot more in a lot less, and then you get to play more. And that's what I like to do. I like to play more. So anyway, so he said, well, I'll tell you what. He said, maybe I'll go do the grocery shopping and you can have your 2 hours. I said, that's perfect. So the minute he walked out the door, I took the phone off the hook so I could do this uninterrupted. And I'll get it done. I'll post my blog. I'll go in and I'll send out an email to my list. And then I'll go find an ad. And I'll probably be done really not 2 hours, probably an hour. It's been a rough day. So, but you know what? I love, love, love being able to do that without ever, ever getting in that traffic. You know, one day I was out in the traffic. It had been a long time because I don't have to go anywhere. So one day I had to leave. And I hadn't been out for a couple months, I think, at that time of the morning. And I'm looking around and I'm like, what's going on? Where's everybody coming from? Then it dawns on me. Oh, yeah, they're going to work. I don't know about you, but I believe work should be more rewarding than just a paycheck. I love to make money. I love to achieve something, but I don't like risking my life for it. I don't like to watch other people risk their lives for it, and I hate to see the stress that it brings into people's lives. It's scary. I've got a grandson that takes a granddaughter to school in the morning. They leave at 7:30 just before the traffic gets there. But he's always on my mind at that time in the morning. I'm exercising. And I look at the clock. And I just pray 8 o'clock comes and goes without a phone call. It's an awful way to be, but traffic does scare me. So my short little blog tonight is I welcome you to find a way, if you are all inclined, to find a better way to live your life than getting out there in traffic. Because that is just one, it's stressful, it's scary, and why do it if you don't have to? So I'm hoping and planning and praying that we will find a better way for my husband so he doesn't have to even schedule his time around traffic. So I'm bidding you a wonderful weekend. I have a friend coming in from Turkey tomorrow, so my whole day will be with her. I'll post a little blog. I don't know I'll get time to do a little video because I also have a shopping trip with a friend who hasn't been in the market for a long time shopping for an interview, and she doesn't know what to wear. So I'm going to go shopping with her tomorrow and help her. So until then, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, calm evening, fun evening, and best everything to you. And I'm going to just pass on a smile and get off of here for now. Take care. Bye-bye.